Hey everybody, welcome back to RPC Heaven Bohol. I'm Archie. In this particular episode, we're going to take you on a car buying tour. We actually located a 2024 Geely Okavango 7-seater over in Cebu. We're going to take you with us on that, what was supposed to be maybe a 1, at the most 2-day, that ended up being a 3-day process to go over on the OceanJet ferry from the Port of Tagbilaran over to Cebu, what the process was, meeting the dealer, checking out the vehicle, going to the bank to pay for it, and the process coming back on the Fast Cat, on the Ro-Ro. It's more than what you think. So if you've ever thought about, if you're in Bohol especially and buying a vehicle in Cebu, it's not as easy as the process as you might think. So I'm going to take you through all that process. At the end, explain about vehicle, car registration in the Philippines. A lot of good stuff coming up. And all of that is coming up right now. So our day began at the Port of Tagbilaran on the OceanJet ferry to go over to Cebu. We're going to share with you a little bit about the morning breakfast we had once we boarded on the OceanJet ferry, the cost of our seats, where they were located, and the arrival in Cebu. Watch this. Hey everybody, we are, Emmy, where are we at? Tagbilaran, Port of Tagbilaran. And we are headed to... We're headed to Cebu to do what today?
We're gonna buy a car.
We are hopefully going to be buying a car. We'll see how it goes. We've got a reserve on a Geely Okavango, and which we love. I mean, we love the vehicle. Hopefully, it'll be everything that they said it was. The car guy's going to pick us up at the port, take us to the Geely Casa, to the dealer to have it checked out, make sure everything's okay. And then we may spend the night maybe in Cebu, but we'll kind of take you on our tour of the Port of Tagbilaran, and we will be on an ocean, I think it's an OceanJet today, and we'll head that way. I see a 7-Eleven down there. Wow, really? I think we ought to go ahead and check in, make sure we got everything we need.
Please prepare your tickets, seat numbers, and QR codes. All other passengers, please remain seated and wait for the next
So we paid our terminal fee
bound for Sikihor at 7:30 a.m.
of 30 pesos a piece. So that was 90 pesos. And you know, let's go to check-in counter.
Ikaw mo. Thank you. All right. How are we gonna go? It's like an airplane too, huh? You have to check in.
Are we allowed to record this?
Yeah. Let's see what they have to eat in there. Hello, Curry. We might need to come back out here to eat. Can we come back out?
Pwede pa kami lumabas, mag 7-Eleven lang. Yeah, you can.
Salamat, Curry. Oh, I think maybe you can probably get to it over there. Quick stop. Nice. Maybe. Oh, shakes. Look at the fruit shakes, Sam. Nooks. Ah, that looks good. We'll see what it is. Nice waiting area. So what's for breakfast? I had chicken leg. We also have cinnamon roll for Emmy, and me a banana muffin.
And I have
Oh, look
spam,
at that.
corned beef, and egg. Yeah.
Wow, that looks good. And Emma's also eating what over there? And that's
Chocolate rice.
chocolate rice. Seriously. Let me see what it looks like in there. Wow, chocolate rice. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It says, Champurrado is a Filipino favorite comfort food. It is traditionally prepared by boiling sticky rice and chocolate tablets. So it's like chocolate
Tablea.
pills.
It's like a tablea.
And then creamy champurrado is perfected by adding some milk and then stirring it. And a side of smoked meat or dried fish is usually served with it.
Wow,
It's just like chocolate rice. with
chocolate
milk.
rice. Very good. All right, let's go get on the ferry. Beautiful day. Hello, Paul. Here, I'll take the bag. You go in there. I got the bag. 27 C, D, and E. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we are on the way to Cebu. We really can't, there's no viewing platform. I'm surprised there's no viewing platform. I don't think so. We can ask the lady. Movie on? We are on the water, I should say. So once we arrived in Cebu, we were picked up by the dealer Aldwin and his team in the Geely. He immediately had set up a time for us to go to the Geely Casa, the dealer, to have it checked out, put it on the computer, talk to the dealer, the general manager, about, making sure everything was correct. It wasn't in a flood and everything was good with the vehicle. We were able to do that. During that time, Lee also contacted a friend at the LTO to make sure that the vehicle was clear of any liens. It was not a stolen vehicle, different things like that, just to be sure about it. So we have arrived. Welcome to Cebu. Okay, he's out over here. Come on in. We're getting picked up in what could be our new car. We'll see here. If all goes well. You John?
Yes, sir.
Hello, John. Very good. And you want to give an introduction?
Good afternoon. So
You are
I'm Aldwin, the owner of the Auto Trader, the one of the best here in Cebu. So
one of the best in Cebu.
Yeah,
We're going to find that out here coming up.
here,
See if that's
come
correct.
visit us in 103 Spalding Street in Dulho.
Okay.
That's my display sensor. So
Very good. Very good.
go to Geely and to check this car.
Okay. Very
let's
good.
go.
Thank you, Alan. And who have we got in the back?
You have a concert? You have a Facebook one blog?
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
YouTube channel.
I will follow you. Okay.
Lee will give you the contact information. So we were expecting the transfer of funds to just be an overnight process. It actually ended up on 2 days. It took 2 days to get the money available there. We actually stayed at the Marriott Fairfield Suites there in Cebu, and had a good stay. I'll put up what the rate was for that stay. Had a little bit of a fun first evening when Emmy saw a little sign on the door coming in, and this is how that kind of played out. Watch this. So we're staying, where are we staying at?
Marriott Hotel.
Marriott, Fairfield Inn. We had to stay overnight because we can't get our car facilitated in one day. So we're at the Fairfield Marriott, but we came in tonight. You'll notice here, it says, do not disturb, makeup room, master toilet. So Emmy says, oh, that's makeup. So she clicked makeup, thinking it was what, Emmy?
I thought they were gonna give me makeup.
To give you makeup.
Free makeup.
And they came up to do what, Mom? To make up the room.
Emmy.
So we ended up staying a second night, and so we had planned to meet at the bank that next morning, the third day that we were there, 9 a.m. The dealer was late, put a little bit of stress on us, about 45 minutes late, because we had kind of planned out the morning what we were going to do once we met at the bank to get the vehicle. We're going to Landers, do some shopping. The Ro-Ro was leaving at 1 p.m. We're kind of on a timetable, and I didn't know really what to expect once we got to Cebu Pier. There was much more to the process at the pier. I'll share about that coming up. But a little bit of the footage at the bank, the branch manager actually had a friend at the Highway Patrol that did a search on the vehicle also, came back, everything was clear, everything was in good shape, not only on the dealer, but also the vehicle. A manager's check was issued to pay for the vehicle, and then we were on our way. Watch a little bit of that video that we captured.
We're at the PNB Bank. What are you doing, baby?
Filling out paperwork to pay for our new car.
Yay! We're gonna fill up this. Did it sale? ORCR. Ito na yung CR? Asan ang OR niyan? Bakit copy lang? Walang original yan?
So once we arrived after shopping at Landers back at Cebu Pier, it didn't go as planned. It took a lot more to get that process done. I had bought the tickets online. That was only the start of the process. We made our way, as we were directed, to Pier number 1, only to find out we really needed to be at Pier number 3 at the Fast Cat office, because all we really had was a reservation and an e-ticket. We really didn't have the boarding ticket to be able to board. We also need to show them the ORCR, which I'm going to talk a little bit about later, before we could get the manifest to be able to board on the Ro-Ro. So we were able to do that. Then we needed to go to the Port Authority. They were located at a different pier, Pier number 4, where we paid, it was a small fee, about 100 pesos for the 3 of us. And then on top of that, then we had to go back to Pier number 2 to go to the Coast Guard to have them sign off. There was no fee involved, but they needed to inspect the vehicle, inspect our paperwork, the ORCR, in other words, the title registration for the vehicle, before we could actually go to Pier number 1, which we finally did. Arrived at Pier number 1. There was a long line there. We were actually queued at the front of the trucks, which worked out. We were actually the second vehicle to board the Ro-Ro. That worked out really well. And then we'll kind of take you upstairs to kind of see where we sat, what we paid for the seats. Lee actually upgraded us from, I think it was called the Premier, it was the upgraded tourist, to the business class, which was much more comfortable. We'll show you that. Snack bar was really nice, and a little bit of the video of the crossing back over to Tubigan. Watch this. So we're in Cebu at the ferry port, and this is the Fast Cat ferry coming in. The car ferry, and that's us right here. Let's see if we know someone that's here. Oh, look!
Yes.
It's Lee and Emmy getting ready to go on the ferry to Tubigan.
Yeah.
Tubigan, it's about, I think it's about an hour, 90 minutes north of Tagbilaran. About a 2 hour, they say 90-minute to 2 hour ferry ride Tubigan, and then we'll drive down towards Tagbilaran. I think we're going to take a route through Karelia. We bought a couple things at Landers for Matt and April, so we'll go by and see them, drop that off. So anyway, here we are, ferry port.
We're gonna go under. There you go.
We are here.
We made it.
Okay, so we are on the Fast Cat ferry. Heading out to Tubigan, Bohol. Okay. Lee got us upgraded to business class. Good job. That's it. I'll get it. Yeah. All the vehicles down below. Ours is underneath. Approaching Tubigan on Bohol. What a process to get a vehicle.
Beautiful day last day.
Worked out good. It's very smooth ferry ride. Tubigan is a happening place. So let me talk about, number one, the paperwork you need when you're buying a new car. Number one, you need what's called the ORCR. The OR is the official receipt for the vehicle, and the CR is the certificate of registration. It's two separate documents, but they call it the ORCR. Normally that's going to be stapled together. Number two, you need a deed of absolute sale of a motor vehicle, and that was accomplished. I met at David Mollis's office to be able to get that done. That process was about 3,000 pesos to get the notarized deed of absolute sale. They also prepared an ID page, which you need to be able to get the vehicle titled in your name. With ID, it can be the driver's license or it can be a passport. And then a signature you need to sign 3 times. So you have to do that for the seller and for the buyer. And then you need a motor vehicle inspection report. And you're going to get that at the LTO office. Now, in my situation, once we went to the LTO office, we were able to fill out that inspection report. It just talks about the vehicle, what the vehicle is, what size, displacement, and all that. But they do need to do a physical inspection of the vehicle. You'll open up the engine compartment, they'll check it out, they'll do a little taping of the serial number, then to be able to tape on that motor vehicle inspection report. I think I paid a couple hundred pesos to be able to get that done. That was actually at the LTO district office there. And then I needed to go to the Highway Patrol to be able to get a clearance on that particular vehicle. They only do the inspections on Mondays. So I kind of missed my Monday to be able to do that. I'll be able to go back, get that done, then go back to an office right near the LTO to be able to get the final title process. Normally you'd leave the paperwork, again, the ORCR, the deed of absolute sale. You're going to leave the ID for both you and the seller with signatures 3 times, and also the motor vehicle inspection report. And normally it takes about a week for them to process that to be able to get a title for you to go back and to be able to pick up. So that kind of gives you an idea of the process. So thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you've learned what it takes to buy a new vehicle. Those of you that are brave enough to buy a vehicle in the Philippines, can I just be honest with you? I don't have a problem driving in the Philippines. I know a lot of YouTubes will tell you don't even think about doing that. Most of my expat friends have bought vehicles driving in the Philippines once you get used to it, especially in Bohol. Much calmer, roads are so nice in Bohol, and so I really don't have a problem at all driving in Bohol. So that would be our recommendation. Hopefully you enjoyed the video today. You learned about the process to not only buy a vehicle, if you want to go over to Cebu, bring it back to Bohol. And stay with me until next week. I've got some important news coming up in the video next week. But until then, thanks for joining the journey.